Hello and welcome. You're watching The Big Bang with me, Vijay. First up, after news of transfer of Police Commissioner Raghavendra Auradkar, the new commissioner has officially taken charge. In the backdrop of unrest across the state, sources have confirmed to us that Raghavendra Auradkar has been transferred as a police commissioner, and Evan Reddy, ADGP for Law and Order, has taken up the post of the commissioner. It is also expected that Kishore Chandra, who is the ADGP for Communications, Logistics and Modernization, might take over the post of ADGP Law and Order, with Raghavendra Auradkar replacing him. And some more additional changes. Additional Commissioner for Law and Order, Kamal Pant, might be replaced with Alok Kumar, who is currently serving as the IGP in the grievance cell. Alok Kumar had previously served as the Additional Commissioner for Law and Order as well. There was no stop to the outrage in Bengaluru. Protests demanding justice for the 6-year-old child and gunning for the resignation of the Home Minister and Chief Minister echoed in the city and across the state. Take a look as to what happened.
Bengaluru saw protests from the ABVP and BJP workers today. While the former demanded justice for the 6-year-old rape victim, BJP spewed venom on the state government's inaction, causing delay in justice. ABVP protests outside Vibgyor High School. It was chaos, confusion and more chaos outside Vibgyor School in Marathalli today. Hundreds of ABVP protesters arrived at their doorstep, demanding answers from the school management. A battalion of cops was dispatched in the premises to keep protesters out, and they seem to have a very hard time doing that. But the relentless protesters tried to make their way into the school through another gate, and this is when the violence broke out. The cops resorted to lathi charge in an attempt to keep them back. Protesters felt that Bengaluru police was protecting the people responsible for the heinous rape of a 6-year-old student within the premises instead of bringing them justice.
Students more than the Martha Shoiko Yagna Korstella,
The loud protests by ABVP activists incited some response from the otherwise silent school management. Though not happy with their students, stated that they'll be back if the school refuses to live up to its promises. They have now given the school a deadline of 6 days to respond. Meanwhile, worried parents of the students of Vibgyor High met with Primary and Secondary Education Minister Kimmani Ratnakar along with Education Department officials and Raghavendra Auradkar. Their major concerns were the safety and future of their children who were still students of Vibgyor High. The emotionally overwhelmed parents even shed tears while expressing their dilemma to the minister.
having visas in.
ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ರೀಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಲೈಸೆನ್ಸ್ನ ರಿವೋಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ, ಆದರೆ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟನ್ನು ಶಿಕ್ಷೆ ಕೊಡಿ, ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಶಿಕ್ಷೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಡಿ. ಸೊ ಆದಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗನೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ ಎನ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಕಳಿಸೋವಂಥ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಅವರು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕಮಿಷನರ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಎರಡನೇದು ಮಾತು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಈಗ ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ನ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸಲ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸೈಕ್ರೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆದರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಯಾರು ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೋ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿಯುಕ್ತ ಮಾಡಿ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಕೆಲವರು ಆ ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಆ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ನ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
All in all, the day, which began with chaos outside Vibgyor High, ended with parents demanding a secure environment for their children to learn and grow. But the main question that remains unanswered is, what is the government doing to help the students? While Vibgyor High witnessed protests from ABVP, the BJP workers staged demonstrations outside Freedom Park and condemned the state government's apathy despite increase in crimes against women. Freedom Park had turned into a battlefield. The sea of humanity that had gathered to express their anger ended up throwing the traffic flow completely out of gear. The protest saw its ripple effect in KR Circle and Sheshadri Road as well.
ಇಡೀ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅತ್ಯಾಚಾರಗಳು ನಡೀತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಸಹ ಕಳೆದ 10 ದಿನಗಳಿಂದ ಸುಮಾರು 15ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಅತ್ಯಾಚಾರಗಳು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದಿದೆ. ಆದರೂ ಸಹ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತಹ ಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ಕೈಗೊಳ್ಳದೆ ಮಾನ್ಯ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಗಡತ್ತಾಗಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಇಫ್ತಾರ್ ಕೂಟಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿರಿಯಾನಿಯನ್ನ ತಿಂದು ಸದನದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಮಲಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಗೃಹ ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಸಹ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸಹಕಾರವನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಉಡಾಫೆಯಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಗೃಹ ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಕೂಡಲೇ ರಾಜೀನಾಮೆಯನ್ನ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು.
More than 15 rape cases have been reported in the state in the last 10 days, but the state government has not taken any action. The enraged protesters who were on their way to the chief minister's residence were stopped by the police at the busy Anand Rao circle. The situation turned tense when the angry workers continued to shout slogans against the CM. The protest was finally quelled by the police when they bundled up many of the protesters in police vans. Bengalurians have woken up to the injustice happening in their city, but the government is surely testing the patience of these protesters by being evasive and silent. A News9 report.
After chaos and confusion outside the premises, the protesters were waiting for the tainted school management to address some burning questions. And when a representative arrived, he was faced to answer a volley of questions.
Representing angry students from across the state, ABVP protesters were seen outside Vibgyor School in Marathahalli trying to get the school management's attention.
Once the management comes here, what will be the demands that you will be putting forth to them?
We just want them to answer a few questions, out of which one is, why did they hush up the whole incident for nearly 10 days? It's not good on the management's part to do that. That was the basic answer that we need right now. And also, what are the other steps they're going to do, in order to ensure the safety of other children?
We have been fighting this from past 3 days. There's no answer from the management also. So we need to put end to this. So this is the final we are doing. So this should not repeat again. That's what we are fighting for.
Now, if we take a scenario where the management does come here, now what will be the top questions that you're going to be asking them?
It was, as my friend told here, the first question will be that why the situation was delayed this time for this long.
Now the question is, now the management, there's already an arrest made. Now are you satisfied with that particular arrest?
Because in the news, as far as we know, there were 2 gym instructors. What about the other guy? Why is it becoming a big news? There's just one of them who's been arrested. What about the other guy? Where is the other guy? So we cannot really hide the fact there were 2 people and just one of them has been arrested. It's not a big achievement or something. We need both of them to be arrested and both of them to be punished in a way that this does not repeat, because 6-year-old child that is a very brutal incident.
The protesters posed some tough questions which are on the minds of every Bengalorean. Why did the school management hush up the issue for over 10 days? What are the security measures in place to avoid such incidents in the future? And the most important of all, did the authorities of Vibgyor school connive in this crime? If not, had they bothered to conduct a background check on Mustafa, as he is a repeat offender? A representative of the tainted school finally stepped out of the fortress, but his response was only flimsy and unsatisfactory.
We have an HR department. The background verification is done by the HR department. That is submitted to the department.
Now, when you say now the HR department did a background check, why wasn't it notified that this person was dismissed on the basis of misconduct from a previous institution?
That's what I'm telling you, sir. I don't have anything to comment on this one right now.
No, was there a background check done on the person?
We have submitted the document, whatever the department.
But we are asking you not about the documents on this person who has been arrested. Did you do a background check before appointing him in the school?
Everybody, then we have submitted the report to them.
The school representative chose to pass the buck on to their HR department rather than address the issue directly. If this is to be believed, that the apparent negligence of the HR team led to the horrifying rape of the 6-year-old girl, then the school management needs to be immediately pulled up for it. It seems like the representative tried to appeal to the crowd by talking about the new security arrangements undertaken by the school authorities.
So 3 things already we have started implementing as per the instruction by the parents. The CCTV in each room, the CCTV that we are already started, and the security staff we are increasing, female staff we are increasing. These all we have already started. Security staff, and then after that? Security female staff they require. These are the some points it is given by the parents, and the remaining the parents are already having a meeting, and the management is also participating in that meeting. I have to get it that one, then we have to talk about it.
We also heard that there's an agency which is appointing teachers and all your staff. Now, is there an agency which is...
No, that we have our own HR team to do everything.
But the parents were not convinced. They raised questions as to why the school was openly renting out the pool to strangers, jeopardizing the safety of students.
We have already the security measures with us.
Now you are telling the security measures were there. So why did this happen?
That is what, sir, that I told you. We don't have an answer.
You just denied when he asked if there's anything being outsourced. We also heard that the swimming pool was being given on rent to outsiders who come and swim. Is that a fact?
Though the crowd was in the premises demanding answers, the school representative seemed bankrupt on its assurances. But he did promise the crowd that they were cooperating with investigations and assured them the safety of students was their primary concern.
We assure you that we are also cooperating with the department, and we are also trying our level best to do the things in the campus. And even the parents, I feel, we are also talking with the parents also. They also want to cooperate with us, and I think things will go on in a good way. Okay, I assure you that we will take care of all sorts of security things, because the child who is there inside, we consider that they are our children.
But clearly those were no answers, and nor were they assurances. The pressing questions on Mustafa's perverted mind were ignored by the management. Even as the management grappled amidst the crisis, the question that needs to be raised to the police is why has there been no action initiated against the school? Deepak Bopana for News 9.
Another case of love, sex and dhokha has happened in Bengaluru, with a girl registering a complaint against a Palike employee in Yelahanka, Newtown police station. The 21-year-old girl living in a PG in Yelahanka has registered a complaint with the Newtown police station about being cheated by her own boyfriend. The girl in her complaint said the 25-year-old Raghavendra Badigar, working as a tax inspector in BBMP, has cheated her after promising to marry her and exploited her sexually for 2 years. Raghavendra is basically from Gadag, but for the past few years has been residing in Amritahalli near Yelahanka in Bengaluru. The girl has alleged that of late he had begun to avoid her. When the girl went to meet him on her own, he is said to have abused and assaulted her. Baffled and deeply pained by this attitude, the girl decided to lodge a complaint with the Yelahanka Newtown police station.
ರಾಘವೇಂದ್ರ ಬಡಗೇರ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಜೊತೆ ನಾವಿಬ್ಬರು 2 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಅವನು 2 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಅವನು ಪ್ರೀತಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ, ನಾನು ಪ್ರೀತಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ನಂತರ ಅವನ ಮನೆಗೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ. ಮನೆಗೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡೋಗಿ ನನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಸೆಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ ಅವನು. ನಾನು ಅವನ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಳ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಅವನ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಓಡಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ನನಗೆ. ನಂತರ ಅವನು ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ದ. ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ಅವನು ಹೊಡೆಯೋದು ಬಿಡಿಯೋದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ, ಹಾಗೂ ಅವನು ಏನು 2 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಹಿಂದೆ ಏನು ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಮದುವೆ ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದ, ಅದನ್ನು ಇವಾಗ ಅವನು ತಿರಸ್ಕರಿಸಿದ ಕಾರಣ ಮತ್ತು ಅವನು ಮದುವೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ ಕಾರಣ ಈ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಈ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಬಂದು ಒಂದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾಳೆ.